Hi, I'm Kendall. I am not at my greenhouse today. I am at Portland Avenue Nursery. I have been shocked out of my garden funk and inspired to go shopping for edible plants today for two reasons. One, my husband used some basil from our kitchen garden and made some delicious food, and so I want to put more things in the garden. We had a conversation about what he would like to use. He's the chef in our family and does way more cooking, so I can grow edible plants for him to use. And two, I went to a garden club meeting that was super fun in our area, and she mostly had edible plants and some ornamentals to support the edible plants. And there was a speaker who is a local garden expert, and she talked a lot about what we can grow in the fall in our zone 8 gardens here in the Pacific Northwest in Western Washington. And so I feel like I have a clearer picture of what will work here, what we can grow in this season. And to me, it's kind of like a discrete small task because I'm overwhelmed with the rest of my garden right now. I can focus on edible plants and actually get some stuff done in the garden. For other neurospicy people out there, you might understand this whole eating the frog or not thing. So the concept of eating a frog is like, do the hardest thing in the morning. Well, for my brain, that doesn't work because I have like a huge pile of plants in my backyard that have been languishing there since the spring. That's the frog. I need to go through that pile and see what's alive and not. It's too hard, it's too big, and my brain's like, nope, don't want to do that. But I can do a fun thing. I can go to the garden center, I can buy some things, I can do a smaller, discreet, more fun project just to get myself in the garden again, get started. No frogs allowed. Maybe I'll get to the frog later because at this point I just kind of need to get rebooted and restarted. And I'm excited to go to some garden centers and do some shopping. So I will show you what they have. We'll see what the edible plant options are. It is September, mid-September right now. So I don't even know what the options are going to be. Let's go take a look. Thanks for joining me. It's a pretty good veggie section. I got 4 veggie jumbo packs at $5.29 a piece and 7 standard perennial herbs at $5.99 a piece. So I spent 70 bucks. Got a pretty good haul. Let's go to the next place. Okay, I'm at Watson's now in Puyallup. It's about 10 minutes away from Portland Avenue Nursery, and I'm gonna see what they have available. Just a reminder, I am totally cheating. I have all the growing supplies to grow all these things from seeds. I could totally do it. I know how to do it. But what I need right now is I need an easy win, and I want instant gratification, and that's why nurseries exist. So I'm gonna go see what sort of edible starts they have for us here. Hopefully some good ones that are different from the ones we found at Portland Avenue Nursery. Let's go. Okay, I only bought 4 plants. So proud of myself. They're having a 30% off sale. but like I said, I have a huge stack of plants I need to go through at home before I find new other things for edible plants here. Let's go to one more place. Okay, I'm at McClendon's, and this is kind of far away from Watson's. It was like a 15-minute drive, but it's closer to my house in Tacoma. And I go here a lot, and they sent me a thing that said they're having a fall sale. So let's go see if they have any edible plants as part of their fall sale. Edible flowers. Looks like there's some veggies over here. Alrighty, excuse my shadow. I got one box of goodies. Got some fun stuff. All right, it's starting to get warm out. Let's take these 3 boxes of edible plants home and take a look at what we found. Hi, we made it back to the house and we have all of our plants here. So let me go through what we found at each location. Actually, I was gonna double check this location. Let me go get the receipt. Mini peppermint, chives. Okay, it was chives. So the first place we went, we got this haul, and I spent, where is it? About $70. And then we got this haul of just 4, and I spent $26. And then we got this haul, and I spent another $70. So the theme of today is dopamine plants, and we are just buying things to make us happy and to fill in the kitchen garden, which is here on my deck right outside my kitchen. So I have 5 self-watering planters out here. I do have a water source out here, so it's pretty easy to keep them watered. And the things that have been planted here have been here for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. I'll look back at the date from my original video. And they're doing pretty well, and this spot gets a little more sun than I thought. We have this big cedar tree, so that kind of impacts things. And then the sun goes behind the house in the afternoon, so I wasn't sure what was gonna actually do well here. So first, actually, I think I'm gonna move you closer so you can see the tags a little bit better. Let's do that. Okay. I'm just gonna stand back here and grab things to show you. So first we have golden sage. Oh, upside down. Here's our tag. And then once I've done it, I will set it over here. And we got a Hidcote English lavender. Very dirty. Make sure you can read that. So I'm just going to hold these up long enough that you can do a little screenshot if you want to read it in more detail. Something called a moss triple curled parsley. It has some really fun texture. Sun to part shade. Let's get you the back of the tag there. I have a flat leaf parsley already, so got that one to add. This is a French tarragon. A lot of these plants are pretty big already and ready to be trimmed back, so I will plant them and trim them at the same time probably today. I think I got a second type of tarragon from another place. Let me see. Here is some Santo slow bolt cilantro. There's the tag for you. Nice and robust, smells really good. There's a lot of plants in here, so I may be able to do some dividing and separating if I want more than one big bunch. What else do we have? All right, something called Fernleaf dill. I bought this because it said it stayed smaller. Sauces, pickles, dwarf dill, ideal for containers. So that's why I picked this one. I have not grown it before. Let me know if you've grown it and have tips for me. And then are these all packets? So the last single one I got from Portland Avenue is this garden chives. I have some chives coming up from seed I'll show you in a minute, but they're pretty far behind and I want to be able to use them right away. There's the description. And then I bought, what did they call these? Let me see. They called these veggie jumbo packs. So what that looks like is this. So this one is arugula, which some of you are going to laugh at me because arugula is really easy to grow, but I'm starting a little bit late and I just want a quick win. It is totally fine to do that. All right, we got some rainbow kale. I don't know, can you read that? It's a little dirty. I'll save the best for last, maybe the most shocking for last. Rainbow chard is always a winner. Where's the care? This should last me through the winter, the kale and the chard, maybe the arugula too, we'll see. All right, now here's the wild card. I bought it because it looked like fun. Everyone says, don't buy carrots from the garden center. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just transplant them in these chunks. I'm not gonna try to separate them or anything. That's what is his name? That English gardener guy who does the no-dig method. He plants groups of carrots and beets and things and doesn't separate them. So we're just gonna try that with these. I thought it would be fun. All right, so that is the haul from Portland Avenue. And then we went to Watson's and only bought 4 things. So I bought some more chives. I think I bought chives at every location because I just really wanted chives. And I wasn't sure how different they were gonna be. Let's see, this one says Allium Schoenoprasum. Let me see if that's the same or different from the other chives. It's the same. So I'm looking at the botanical name here and it looks like it's the same. They look pretty similar. This one has fewer plants, more mature. This one has more plants, not quite as mature. I can probably separate these a little bit more easily. So I got more chives. Again, it is completely ridiculous that I spent $6 on this little thing of chives, but I did it. No regrets. So I also got this 6-pack of scallions. I don't eat these, but my husband does. And I think those will be really nice to have in our kitchen garden. They're nice and established already. So we'll probably cut some of those back today. And then I got a French peppermint. Look how hearty and big this one is. So I have a tall container already that has a Mojito Mint in it, and I thought this would be fun. And it has a part shade on it, which most of the mints did not have that. So I was excited to see that. There's the deets. And then you can see it's robust, it has babies coming there. And then the last thing I got at Watson's was just something fun. A Dwarf Pennyroyal, and it's a ground cover. I've never grown it before and I thought it would be fun to try. So I'll probably just tuck this in the corner of one of the pots. That's what the top of it looks like. and let it kind of cascade over. It's already doing this nice cascading thing. All right, so that was the second location. Now, surprisingly, the most interesting plants came from McClendon's, which is kind of like a hardware store. There are multiple of them, but I think they're kind of locally owned. So we'll start with a fun, unexpected purchase, which is ginger. So this will be fun to dig into and see. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. There you go. The root development, you can see a new sprout coming in here. And this is not going to go on the deck. This is going to go in a pot in the greenhouse, but I was excited about that one. What else? So I also got Camellia sinensis, which is tea, black tea. Did I show you I don't think I really showed you the sign tag. Here's the tag for the ginger. And then here's the full tag for the Camellia sinensis tea plant. And then I also got another caffeine plant, which I've never seen before. Can you see this? Get these plants out of the way a little bit. Has some new growth at the top. This is called Yaupon. Where's the tag? There you go. So it's supposed to be caffeinated, kind of like yerba mate. Thought that would be super fun to try. I think I'll put all three of these in the greenhouse. And then here's the other tarragon that I found. And I got a second tarragon because this one said it was more, let's see if I can get this to focus, more winter hardy. Unique durability in heat and cold. So I thought if my other tarragon bites it in the winter, maybe this one will last through the winter. Then this plant is super interesting. I've tried to grow this before from seed and didn't have any success. It's called Mexican Mint Marigold. Let's see if you can see the description there. It's kind of reflecting. There we go. So I don't really know how to cook with that, but I can learn. This was a very interesting rosemary. Look at the growth habit of that. It's called coast rosemary. Have you heard of that before? Low growing woody, zone 9, so it probably needs a protected spot. I thought that was a really interesting growth habit on that. Oops, dropping things. We should try it. And then what else did I get? Oh, here's my chives from McClendon's. A little bit different, but it says the same botanical name. Maybe it's a different, maybe Staro is a different variety. I liked the description of that, so I figured I'd try it. So I'm just going to put chives in a lot of the different pots and see how they do. And then I couldn't resist the cute tiny peppers. Pikito Hot Pepper. Let's see if I can get you. So a lot of these are coming from a place called Log House Plants. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. So some of these are ready to harvest and eat right away. And then there's a couple new plants and buds at the top here. So that'll be fun for just a couple months before it freezes. And then last but not least, I got some white borage. Also a log house plant. So that'll be fun for harvesting the flowers for salads and for pollinators. So let me walk you around and show you what's in the planters already. Let's see, this one in the corner here. I'm gonna grab the tags for you. So I showed these to you in an earlier video and see how to incorporate that here. I have Archer's Gold Thyme, Golden Oregano, Barbecue Rosemary, and I dropped the other one, and Italian Oregano. They're all doing okay. It looks like a section of this thyme kind of died back a little bit. Not too bad. And then here, next to it, I thought this fuchsia was dead. It got a lot more sun than I thought it was going to. So I'm gonna pull this out and plant it somewhere else, but you can see that it's has some new growth, which is fun. I'm gonna put the peppermint in there. And then turning to our right, let's go a little farther. Oops, hit the chair, sorry about that. Okay, so we have a very happy basil on the left that we've been harvesting from here, and a sage. So this is also a basil plant. I will probably take it out today. It's not super happy. So this is the Greek columnar basil that's doing so well, and it tastes really good, and we like the little leaves on it. The spicy bush basil I haven't actually tasted, but we'll harvest that. Lime thyme looks really healthy down here, and I like the kind of variegated look of it. And then we got this big fresh sage that has increased a lot in size. And then there's a couple baby chives that we started from seed in here. There's one over here, and there's two over here. Oh, and there's one under the sage here. So I think I'm gonna poke some more in around there. And then let's go over here. There is our mint. Did I save the tag? I know it's Mojito Mint because that's my favorite, so I might not have saved the tag. So I like having that in its own pot because it's a spreader. And then here, we had some trouble over in the corner there. There's a dead plant, I'll pull that out. This parsley's been really happy here. I'm gonna harvest some of that today. Thyme is pretty happy. Let me see if I can find my tags. Here they are. So this was silver thyme, barbecue rosemary again in the corner, and then a dwarf Greek oregano. Oh, this is silver thyme. It's the dwarf Greek oregano that croaked over there. I don't know where the parsley tag went. It's just flat leaf parsley. Are you in here? Oh, I think it got shoved down. Here we go, Italian parsley. And then I think I'll probably take this Arabian jasmine out. And transplant it somewhere else. Maybe even put it in the greenhouse for the winter so that I can put more edible plants in here. All right, so that is the tour. You can kind of see where the hose comes out here. It is behind this barbecue on the house, but that is my setup. I'm gonna go to the left here. So these line our deck, and then there's our eating table service. And then just to orient you about where we are, there's the greenhouse down there. So I just wanted to have this little kitchen garden much closer than the greenhouse. I've got some garden helpers who have been helping me mulch back there and get things ready for fall and winter. So I think we're ready to get started with planting. Thanks for joining me at Kendall's greenhouse. Please subscribe so you can get notified when I post my next video. Bye.